She was born a Jackson, but she was never just another Jackson. The youngest of 9. The quietest. And yet, she's the one who built an empire with rhythm, velvet, and silence. But behind the fame, the family name, and the world tours, lies a woman who's mastered the art of mystery. This is Janet Jackson, like you've never seen her before. Before she could talk, she was already overshadowed by 5 brothers dancing in perfect sync on Motown's biggest stages. Born May 16, 1966, in Gary, Indiana, to Catherine and Joseph Jackson, Janet Demita Jo Jackson was the baby of a dynasty. Her father had dreams. Her brothers had success. And Janet, she had her silence. But silence is deceptive. At just 7 years old, she appeared on the Jacksons' variety show. By 11, she landed a role as Penny in Good Times, a little girl in foster care, suffering abuse. The role was raw, real, and people saw something in Janet that couldn't be choreographed. But still, she wasn't free. Her early music career was strictly controlled by her father. 2 albums in and nothing felt like her. So, she fired him. At just 20 years old. Who does that? 1986. A single word changed everything, control. It wasn't just the title of her breakout album, it was her mission statement. Teaming up with producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Janet created anthems that pulsed through the 80s. Nasty. What have you done for me lately? When I think of you. The world was no longer just watching Michael. Janet was no longer the little sister. She was a blueprint for future pop queens. Beyoncé, Sierra, Britney, they all studied Janet. And just when the industry thought she'd hit her peak, she dropped Rhythm Nation 1814. A concept album. Political. Poetic. Black and white military uniforms. Industrial beats. She made activism danceable. And the world saluted. But the more she gave us on stage, the less we saw behind it. Janet learned early. Protect the personal. In the late 80s, she secretly married singer James DeBarge at just 18. A whirlwind romance, annulled after 1 year. Rumors to this day claim they had a child and gave it up. No confirmation. No denial. Just Janet being Janet. Her second marriage? Music executive Renee Elizondo Jr. Secret again. They divorced in 2000, and only then did the public even know they were married. The mystery thickens. 2004, Super Bowl. 1/2 second, 1, wardrobe malfunction, and the media punished her for years. Radio stations blacklisted her. MTV turned cold. Justin Timberlake? Unscathed. Janet? Vilified. But she didn't beg for approval. She didn't explain. She disappeared until she was ready. And when she came back, she did it with albums, tours, and a body the tabloids couldn't stop talking about. But while the public obsessed over her image, Janet was privately enduring heartbreak, growth, and transformation. In 2012, Janet quietly married Wissam Al Mana, a billionaire businessman from Qatar. Once again, no flashy wedding, no press conference, just Janet choosing love her way. Then, at age 50, she gave birth to her first child, a son named Isa. A miracle to some, a scandal to others. Shortly after, the marriage ended. And once again, she walked away with grace, and reportedly, a very smart prenup. Today, Janet Jackson is worth an estimated $180 million, and that's without factoring in legacy, influence, and the doors she kicked wide open. She lives a quiet life with her son, staying out of the press, while still selling out global tours. She's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, awarded Grammys, and honored for activism, artistry, and resilience. And still, she remains a mystery. She posts sparingly, speaks softly, and controls her narrative with the same precision as her choreography. So, who is Janet Jackson? A sister, a mother, a mogul, a mystery. She's lived under the spotlight, but never let it burn her. And maybe that's the secret. The more you think you know Janet, the less you actually do. And that's exactly how she wants it. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and drop a black heart if you think Janet still reigns.